This is David Dang Vu, and welcome to my April 2016 income report. In this report, I share with you all of my businesses, all of my earnings, all my expenses, and the lessons that I learned from this month. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. As always, I always like to start with the fun stuff and a little bit about my lifestyle and what went on for that month before we get into all the numbers. April was definitely an interesting month, a very fun month and a very productive month at the same time. April was the month where I was actually traveling back from Thailand. We were in Thailand for 36 days. So literally we were traveling back, and on our way back, we made a pit stop in Japan for, I believe it was like a 7 or 8 hour layover. And rather than hang out at the airport and just sit around and do nothing, Lily and I decided to actually go on a quick adventure, and we visited Tokyo Tower with all of our luggage. So right after Tokyo Tower, we jumped back on the plane, and what was really cool was Lil and I took another business class / first class trip on the new 787. Oh my gosh, this was so much fun, so relaxing. We got a chance to sit in these seats that had lie flat beds. I mean, every single amenity you can possibly think of. Definitely an awesome flight, especially traveling long distance. And as soon as I got back, literally, I was only home for no more than 2 days and had to jump on another flight from LA to Philadelphia because I was invited to speak at the Digital Footprint Conference. It was really cool, where I got a chance to share my experiences as an entrepreneur and things that I did to become very successful. The most humbling part of that whole experience, and what was so cool, was I got a chance to grace the stage along with other super entrepreneurs like Jeff Hoffman. You probably heard of this little company that he founded called Priceline.com, which is actually a multi-billion-dollar company, and the founder and owner of UGG boots. I mean, it was really cool. There were dozens and dozens of speakers there, and I was one of them, and I was actually the youngest one on the whole entire panel. So that was really humbling and very cool. Did some sightseeing in Philly as well. Got a chance to visit the Rocky Steps, where they shot the original Rocky movie, where Sylvester Stallone runs up the steps. Got a chance to go check out New York for a day. Did some cool things there. One of my favorite highlights for that trip was visiting the One World Trade Tower, which had the coolest freaking elevator ride in the world. It was a 360-degree, crazy LCD, realistic history of New York back in the 1900s and how it looked like today. That was really epic. Got back home and just immediately got back to work and was just hustling and grinding, working on a couple new courses for Udemy, worked on getting some new Airbnbs. Another fun highlight was I got my first drone. I got the DJI Phantom 4, so now I'm an official drone pilot. I've been flying that drone pretty much almost every other day. I have so much fun flying this thing and catching all the cool footage. Drone technology has definitely come a long way. I mean, check out these cool drone shots that I've been getting of Huntington Beach. I mean, look at all these cool shots. If you've ever thought about getting a drone, get one. It is so much fun. All right, so that's it with the fun stuff. Now let's talk about money. Let's talk about business. All right, so coming in at number 1 again for the second time in a row is my e-commerce eBay drop shipping business. Let's take a look at the breakdown as far as how much I earned in total for this. Total gross sales and payments made through PayPal was $66,000, almost $67,000. This was a decrease of about $10,000 from last month. Ebates, I earned $120, again a decrease of almost $200. Top cash back, I earned $928, which actually surprisingly was an increase of about $18. And this is a new cashback site that I recently discovered by one of my students. I want to give a shout out to Joanne Ionita. I hope I'm saying your last name right. Thank you so much for introducing me to this cashback site. I was missing out on a cashback for Home Depot, and now with this new coupon site, I'm able to earn cash back. As you know, if you followed any of my income reports, I was earning a lot through Top Cashback, but they pulled the plug with Home Depot. Now Simply Best Coupons is offering Home Depot cash back, so be on the lookout. I'll be earning a lot more money with cash back through Simply Best coupons. And with that, I earned $80 from them. Total earnings was almost $68,000. Again, about a $10,000 difference. Let me go ahead and log into the PayPal so you can see the proof here. Here we go. And this is all live. Funny story, got called out by a total stranger saying I was a fake and a fraud and everything I do was a screenshot. He kept going off on my friend Johnny FD's YouTube channel, how we're both fakes and frauds and everything we're doing is fake and all this is all fabricated. Really? This is all fake and fabricated? This is all real here that we're taking a look at. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at activity, and from there we'll take a look at charts and graphs. So this is all live. You can see this is all, the real website here. And let's take a look at April. So we'll change this into the 1st of April to the last month of April, which was the 30th, and submit. So you'll see total payments was $77,000. I get Udemy payments and website payments and things like that. But you see the eBay right here? These are eBay payments. All right, so $66,734 is what I generated. Take a look at the sales. 25 sales on the 1st of April, 32, 47, 29. This was a Udemy payment. 37 sales. Mostly these are all eBay sales. I get 1 or maybe 2 website sales for my VA course every other day. So these numbers are pretty consistent as far as eBay sales. And yeah, so it looks like I'm earning mainly in the 30s of sales, averaging anywhere between 25 to 50 sales, but it looks like the average is about 35 sales a month. So not bad, a little bit less than the prior month. And the reason why is April typically is just one of those months where there's not a lot of heavy spending on e-commerce and online, especially with all the products that I sell. Throughout the summer months, you can expect about the same, some ups and some downs. Nothing too dramatic until the holidays. All right, so let's take a look at my expenses. Cost of goods for the products that I bought and resold was about $40,000, a difference of about $6,000 from last month. My eBay fees was only $5,700, and I say only. I mean, it's crazy to take a look at my fees. I mean, my fees are higher than like the last job I ever made as far as income. This is crazy. So eBay is very happy with all the fees I pay. So $5,700, which is a difference of $2,600 from last month, a decrease. My PayPal fees, surprisingly, what's interesting is it went up $2,300, went up by about $200, and you can see here on PayPal that that's what it is. Professional services, assistance, and outsourcing, I spent about $1,400, which is $200 more than last month. My total expenses spent on the eBay business was $9,500, which is a decrease of $2,300. The reason why the decrease is because I sold less, so therefore my fees were less. My total net income and profit for the e-commerce business was $18,000, which is a difference of $1,600 from last month, a decrease. Now, coming in number 2 income for the month is my online courses. Now, currently the bulk of my courses are sold through Udemy. Eventually, you're gonna start seeing sales from my own platform, my own website as I transition a lot of my courses on Udemy to that website. Super duper stoked for that. But yeah, through Udemy, here's the Udemy dashboard. You can scroll up and down. Let's go ahead and take a look at the revenue report. You can see I have about 120 grand earned for, I think it's about 14 months now since I started Udemy. And what's really cool is my favorite number here. I have students in 146 countries, 60% of them being in the US, and the 40% are divided up into these other 140-ish countries. But that's really cool. People that I never would have reached on my own, and that's why I chose Udemy when I first started. So let's take a look at the revenue. What I earned on Udemy, as you can see in April, is $7,800, and you kind of see a sneak peek of what I've earned so far in May. Right now we're mid-May, so that number will definitely double. Okay, and then now jumping onto my own website, achievemorefreedom.com. Right now, the only course that's on there is a VA training course where I actually help my students hire and train their VAs for them. And through that site, I earned $630. So total in course income is about $8,400, which is cool. It was an increase of about $400 from last month. Super happy about that. Okay, now coming at number 3 income, this is kind of interesting because usually it's my vacation rental business that's number 3, but for this month it's actually my gift card business. With gift cards, my referral earnings was $1,061, which is actually a decrease in $217 from last month. Coming in at number 4 is actually my Nerium income. I earned about $800 there, which is pretty cool. Cost of goods was $310. So my net profit and total income for the Nerium income is $514, which is actually about a $26 difference there. So love Nerium. It's 100% residual income. I'm not going to complain. Now, coming in last is my vacation rental earnings, and I'll explain what happened with vacation rentals. We earned close to $14,000, which is actually a huge decrease from the prior month and is a difference of a $13,000 decrease. Now, the reason why is because you guys got to understand the way that we earn income with vacation rentals is the platforms that we use like Airbnb will pay us out a day after a guest checks in. So what happens is if we have a guest that checks in on like the second to the last day of the month and their reservation is like a 2 or 3 week stay, we don't get paid on that until the following month. So that's why you see a huge difference. But that number will make up for itself next month because we'll just have that big chunk of income coming in the following month. So you'll see in the May income report, the number will just skyrocket and be a little bit different. But as far as what we collected and earned in the month of April, it was $14,000 again because of the money that we're about to receive literally in the first week of May because of longer reservations. Now, another interesting thing that happened this month is we are actually expanding our footprint and we're looking into getting into 2-3 more properties. So you're gonna see a lot more money was invested into furniture and supplies to getting that stuff for those properties. And that's actually why you're gonna see a negative. So we didn't profit this month. We actually went into the negative because we were investing more back into our business to acquire more properties and more furniture to make even more money. Rent was about $8,900. Our utilities was about $550. Our cleaning team or cleaning crew, we paid about $2,100, which is actually a lot more than what we paid them last month, which is a $1,000 increase. Supplies, we spent a lot more, like I said, $760, which is a $640 increase from last month. And this is the big kicker and the reason why we didn't earn or make a profit this month. We invested about $5,500 into furniture, deposits, lease agreements, and whatnot because we're expanding and growing our footprint. So our total income, or rather our total loss this month was close to $4,000, which is a decrease of $18,000 because again, it looks like a really big number because we didn't earn any money and last month we earned income. So as you can see, I keep things very transparent and very authentic with you guys. I'm gonna show you all the inner workings of what we did, what we earned, how we're investing our money, how much money we're losing, sharing all that stuff, nothing to hide. So if we split this 3 ways between me and my 2 business partners, which means we would have taken a loss of $1,300 for that month, but not really a loss because we're investing. All right, so let's take a look at my other rough business expenses, all right? Other rough, meaning that these are the expenses that kind of fall under the whole umbrella as an entrepreneur, and these aren't really specific to any particular businesses. Each business, I explain the breakdown of every single expense, but these are the other rough business expenses, okay? Travel, spent about $600, flight tickets, hotels, things like that, going back and forth from Philly and New York. Accounting is about the same, $290. Legal, $30. Video production, $3,500. Co-working office space that we just got into, $250. And I bought a brand new drone with a bunch of accessories, the Phantom 4, which I shared earlier in this video. Spent about close to $1,900 for that drone. My grand total for all of my expenses is $34,000. Total cost of goods for like my eBay business and products for my Nerium business was about 40 grand. And here's the 2 biggest grand total. So my gross total earnings in the month of April is $92,200, a decrease of $23,000 across the board. which leads my net total income for April to $20,197.91, which is not too bad. A difference and a decrease of about $2,000. Here's what I learned in April. Okay, so not really any kind of an increase, a slight decrease, but what I learned is you can definitely have businesses that sustain itself and run itself as long as you build the right team to help you manage and do the day-to-day task. That's the reason why I was able to travel to Thailand, come back, go to Philly, go to New York, get home, and get caught up with life. I mean, I had hundreds of mail I had to go through, dogs I had to take care of, the house had to get organized and cleaned up. But it's great because having a good business and having the right team to help you run it can help you make a steady stream of income and still continue to live your life and have a great lifestyle. And also, the biggest takeaway for me in April was automation works. So as long as you can set up the right systems, hire the right people, and automate the processes, you can continue having your business thrive. So in order for me to make more income, I have to invest more time into my businesses and working on my business versus working in my business, which is what I'm gearing to do in the next couple months. So that's it. Thank you for checking out my income report for April. If you like these income report videos, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you leave a comment. I always try to do my best to get back to everybody. If you haven't already, definitely make sure you subscribe. And the best way to connect with me is definitely subscribe and comment through my YouTube channel. If not, make sure you add me on your favorite social media poison. You can add me on Facebook at David Dang Vu, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm even on Snapchat, you guys. I'm turning into the Snapchat queen. So add me on there, David Dang Vu. See you guys on the next income report video. Take care, take charge. See you at the top.